welcome back to my returning subscribers who are just tuning back in and stopping by. I thank you so much for stopping by. For anyone who is new and stopping by, I thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a new subscriber, I thank you much for stopping by. For anyone who's been subscribed to me, I thank you so much for rocking out with me since day one. You guys are the real MVP. So today what I want to get into is a video that I did tell y'all last, I believe, video that I'm going to get into, which is basically, I'm not going to go through everything in regards to what I'm going to speak about because that will be a very extensive video, but you'll get the gist of everything once this video is done and once I'm finished talking. So today we're going to talk a little bit about and do some honesty and some truth in regards to these hair care products that we buy that have harmful toxic chemicals in them. And the reason why, for me, you know what, before I even begin that, if you are not really concerned about your health and what's in your hair care products and you just want something that makes your hair look nice and you're not really concerned about how it can harm you in the long run potentially, then this is not going to be a video that you're going to want to sit through and watch, and you're probably just going to want to click out. But if you are more so concerned about ways to expand your life and your quality of living and your whole being, then this is a video that I feel like will really help you and be insightful. I even did research just so that way y'all know as well. So for me, I was using a lot of products that had harmful chemicals in them over the years. And then I stopped more so because my mother died from inflammatory breast cancer in 2016. So this means a lot to me to put this video out, to kind of just talk to y'all about how we are exposed to a lot of these chemicals from things that we buy. And I'm also going to get into alternatives for you to go into to be able to help you kind of steer clear of those harmful ingredients that are in things that we buy or we utilize. So, you know, without further ado, I'm about to get into this. I use mainly and predominantly products that have 100% natural ingredients in them, meaning when I pick up a container of something, I can understand and read everything that's on the back. I rarely will pick up a container of something that I'm used for my hair or whatnot that I can't understand any of the words that are on the back of it, because if I can't do that, then that means that's a problem and that's not a product that I want to utilize or pick up and buy, you know. So I pretty much wanted to give that disclaimer as well. So I have the handy dandy iPad here. Y'all can't see it because the screen is so bright, and I actually took notes on here in regards, so I'm getting better. I wrote on a piece of paper times before, so I'm getting better. I was old school prior. I'm getting new school. I'm going to be just looking at my notes, glancing at them more so, and then talking to y'all about just some ingredients, not all, because like I said, if I was to go through every single ingredient that is harmful and its effects, then we would be here a really long time, and I don't want to do that. I want to be mindful of your time as well. So I'm just going to go over a lot of the ingredients and then just talk to you a little bit more about why it's important to utilize products with natural ingredients in them. Okay, so without further ado, let me get into it. The first ingredient that I have on my list, it is commonly used with a lot of hair care products, and I'm also going to be showing y'all products that I have that y'all will be shocked about that has these ingredients. That some of them proclaim that they are 100% natural products, but they have these ingredients in them, and I don't use them. It just sits because it has ingredients that I don't really care for. So the first one is sodium C14-16 olefin sulfonate. So anything with a dash or a number, you should just know from the rip off the back that that ingredient is not natural and it's something that comes with it. So let me tell you about that. It may have a drying effect on your hair and scalp. So if you always feel like your hair is dry and you're utilizing a product with that ingredient in it, or you always feel like your scalp is dry and you're utilizing a product with that ingredient in it, that is a part of the culprit, because people are like, oh my God, my scalp is so dry, I don't know why. A lot of times that's in these, I'm going to put quotes around these moisturizing shampoos that these companies make. They'll utilize that ingredient and say it's a moisturizing shampoo, but it's nothing moisturizing about it. Your scalp is dry and your hair is dry. So it's like, they know that we as a people that we don't read, so they will put these ingredients in there because they know you're not going to research. You're not going to do like what I do. I specifically will research stuff, and if I can't understand what I'm looking at on the back of jars and containers, I don't buy the products. So pretty much they know we don't read, so they're going to put stuff like this in there. So if you're wondering why you got dry scalp and dry hair, sodium C14-16 olefin sulfonate could be the reason why your hair and scalp is so dry, even after you wash it, you know. So that's one. The next ingredient I have is, forgive me if I butcher it, Disodium Cocoamphodipropionate. I don't know if I said that right. Everything will be in the description box in regards to the ingredients I went over. If your skin is sensitive to products containing that ingredient, you may notice a tightness, redness, itchiness after use of those products. That kind of irritation is also known as contact dermatitis. We all know what that is when your body comes in contact with something that's an irritant, whether it's, it can even be like your bedding set, it can be pillows, it can be clothing, it can be anything. This is known to cause that. If you're sensitive to the impurities of that, you'll notice pain, redness, itching, and swelling. So if you experience any of that, or it feels like an allergic reaction due to that from some type of hair care product, then this disodium ingredient may be the reason why and the culprit as well. Another one that is utilized heavy with these hair care products that these companies are creating is Cocamide Mea. Everything's going to be flashing when y'all see it, so y'all will know the spelling of it, so y'all can research this, but I researched all this prior to doing the video. An assessment by the International Agency for Research on Cancer listed that chemical as it is known to cause cancer. So Cocamide Mea is known to cause cancer. Again, they know that we don't read. You see it with a lot of celebrities when they sign contracts for different businesses that they're going to. They know we don't read, so they will put these things in here, and because they know you're not going to research and read about it. They know you're not going to go check after them, and they know that you're going to trade your health for their wealth, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to trade your health for their wealth because they know specifically that you don't read. But Cocamide Mea is known to cause cancer. The next ingredient that I have is Benzophenone 4. It is linked to cancer, endocrine disruption, developmental and reproductive toxicity, organ system toxicity, and irritation. So imagine all that you're being exposed to when you're using Benzophenone 4. You are being exposed to all these different things. And we as women, we're exposed to that. If you notice, you'll have a lot of aunts and great aunts and things like that. They'll have a lot of healthcare issues later on in life. My mother herself, again, she died of inflammatory breast cancer. She was utilizing a lot of the hair care products that have these chemicals in it, you know, and also a lot of stuff is in our foods and everything. So that's a whole different separate part. I'm going to get into that, but this is what you're exposed to when you're using products with that ingredient. The next one, forgive me if I butcher it, but this is going to shock y'all because it's very deceitful. It's called Phthalates, and it is often present in fragrance. So be mindful because you may not see it on the ingredients list. So they will cover it and put that it's fragrance and not that ingredient. But let me tell you what that ingredient does. Fragrance can be one or more of 200 chemicals, and companies do not have to disclose the actual components of each fragrance. Under the guise that their fragrances are trade secrets, fragrances have been known to cause many side effects, including headaches and allergic reactions. Why put an unknown synthetic chemical on your skin when you don't have to? The Environmental Working Group has an extensive database of cosmetic chemicals and their corresponding danger rankings. Fragrance receives one of the highest rankings possible in their score system. It is also known, it is a known endocrine disruptor that has been linked to show an increased risk of breast cancer, early breast development in girls, reproductive birth defects in males and females. So when you are using products with fragrance, I dropped a tidbit about fragrance, and I'm going to show you a product that y'all will be shocked about that proclaims it's 100% natural, that utilizes that. Pretty much you're exposing yourself to this, and that's why we as women, we suffer a lot of health issues as well, because we use these products with these ingredients. The next one I have is Diazolidnyl Urea. That's another ingredient. It readily breaks the product or on the skin and releases formaldehyde, and it is an endocrine disruptor and a possible neurotoxin and a known immune system toxin, and it has a possible link to cancer. So I'm just giving you all these facts. The next one I have is Propylene Glycol. It is a known skin irritant and has been shown to cause cancer in lab tests, a possible endocrine disruptor and a possible neurotoxin, but it is known to cause cancer. The next ingredient that I have is Triethanolamine. It is highly absorptive, and it can lead to irritation of the skin and eyes, and in continuous exposure has also been linked to asthma and allergic reactions. So if you are utilizing any of those chemicals from products, you are exposing yourself to it. So that's just the part of just some of the ingredients I went over. Again, I'm not going to go over all of them, because if I do that, we'll be here all day, and I don't want to do that. I want to be mindful of y'all time as well. And I'm shooting this before I go into work, so that's more so why I really want to be mindful of y'all time. I'm going to show y'all some products that you would never think that this stuff is in here. Some of them is from Black-owned companies that tell us that their stuff is natural or contains the natural ingredients, but it has some of the ingredients that were listed. One of them is, and I use it for my twist for my butter. Now, would I buy this ever again? No, because I know it has fragrance in it. Grabbing into it, though, I needed a butter, and it was a Black-owned company, but that's the mindset that we all have. Like, okay, it's a Black-owned company, I'm going to buy it, you know, whatever. We're not reading the ingredients. But this butter that I have that I use for these twists, it has fragrance in it, and it's the Alikay Naturals super twisting butter. Their lemongrass super twisting butter. The last ingredient on their list is fragrance, and it's often hidden in there. They don't have to disclose anything about it, but this is one of the first products that I bought and I purchased. I would never purchase it again because it has fragrance in it. So it's not a 100% natural product. The next one that I have that may shock y'all as well. But Creme of Nature also is not a Black-owned company. Y'all can check my gram. I have a list of companies that are not Black-owned. This is another one. I don't use it. I don't use it. I don't remember the last time I've used store-bought shampoo. I just have it, and if somebody else want to utilize it, okay, but I really don't even be feeling comfortable giving it away because it also has those harmful ingredients. This is their moisturizing dry defense shampoo. That's why I said when they say it's moisturizing, it has the sodium C14 to 16 olefin sulfonate, so it can cause dryness to your scalp and dryness to your hair. This was an ingredient that's a part of that you'd be shocked about. So we went over Alikay Naturals and Creme of Nature. The next one that I have, you know, it's just so funny. This company stated that they were 100% natural. I ordered a whole line from them now. There are 2 other products that are natural, and I'll get into that. But this company, Naturall Club, none of their products on the back, you barely can understand what exactly is natural. It's probably 1 or 2 ingredients on the back that are natural hair care products. There's a bunch of toxic, harmful chemicals inside of the shampoo, but they advertise on their page that they're 100% natural. I never used this shampoo. I brought it, and when I realized it was like a bunch of harmful ingredients, because I wanted to try it, I saw a lot of natural YouTubers trying it, and I was like, oh, this, you know, it must be like a really good product because I see a lot of people utilize it. Well, you look at the back, there's a bunch of harmful ingredients on the back. I don't know if y'all can see that you can't understand. I can't even pronounce half this stuff. I gotta research it. So this is another company, Black-owned company, Naturall Club. They have a bunch of harmful ingredients in their products. Now, I will say that their gel that they have, which I have in their deep conditioner, which is in my freezer, that's 100% natural if you're looking to buy that. But their shampoo is not 100% natural. It has sodium C14-16 olefin sulfonate, that drying component, along with other harmful chemicals in it. So that's another one. These ones shouldn't shock you. These are not Black-owned companies like Suave. This stuff, all of this stuff is full. I don't utilize it. This is another one that has harmful ingredients inside of it. All of the ingredients that we were talking about that are super duper harmful, but again, they know our people don't read, so they can slap anything on the back. They know you want to buy it because of the name. That's me being real, yo. Like, you know, don't mind me. The other one, this one is Suave again. Like, I don't use these, they just sit in my walk-in closet, but needless to say, they're harmful ingredients inside. Now, I just want to make a disclaimer. If you're using it 1 or 2 times and it's not all the time, and you like, or like me, you used it and then you switch to just strictly using natural products, that's not where the danger begins. The danger begins when you're using this stuff for years and you're constantly exposing yourself. You run a higher risk into running into those things that the ingredients are linked to. So I want to make that disclaimer as well. Now, if you use it 1 time, fine, but I wouldn't suggest using that stuff on a regular basis. Like that hair butter, hopefully, God willing, my hair butter from Daffy Be Proud, which is a 100% natural Black-owned company, as well as Bell Bar Organics. Hopefully, my butter from Daffy Be Proud's line comes soon and I don't have to reach for the Alikay Naturals product anymore. I told you on my last video, I would reach for that if I'm in a situation like right now. I don't have my order yet and I'm waiting for it, but that's not something I would reach for. And knowing that it has fragrance, I wouldn't pick up for it. To avoid running into this, you should research companies and their ingredients. A lot of them post their ingredients on their website. So Bell Bar Organic posted. You don't see any of these crazy names that I just read to you on under any of their ingredients. That's why I use their stuff. It's 100% natural. It works well. My hair is not having had any issues. Daffy Be Proud, the same way. Another alternative is you can make your stuff. You can go to, I got a produce market that's up the street from my apartment. You can go to the produce market, get you fruits, get you vegetables if you want to add that in, get you herbs if you want to add that in, they sell those, get you an aloe vera plant as well. All of the different things, all of that goodness, they sell that at produce markets. You can go buy that. I would say that the only thing with produce markets is when you buy from them, you do have to be careful because they do use pesticides to spray their stuff in regards to like keeping the insects and things like that away. But for the most part, you can go to the produce market and for your hair, get that stuff and get those same ingredients and make your own stuff versus you trying to purchase from companies. If you're trying to save money and stretch your bills, I go to the produce market and I get my bananas. The only thing I do buy is my herbs from Bell Bar Organic. I'm going to link Bell Bar Organic and Daffy Be Proud in my description box. They are Black-owned companies that are not trying to harm us, that you'll be able to get products from as well. I say this is so important. It's not just in our hair care products, but it's in like our deodorants, everything. They have different apps you can utilize to check the ingredient toxicity. It's so important because people don't want to go organic because it is expensive. Like most of the stuff I use is organic down to my sanitary products. Like, you know what I mean? And it's more so because I want to lead a better lifestyle because my mother died from inflammatory breast cancer. So you really want to try to go organic. There's ways to get around it. You can create your own stuff, but in regards to that, try to shop organic. It's expensive, but it's worth it, and it'll expand the years of your life. So I just wanted to give y'all insight in this video on that. I've showed y'all some of these products that I don't never use them. Like I said, I don't be feeling comfortable giving this stuff away because if I'm not going to use it and I know it's toxic to me, I really don't feel comfortable giving it to somebody else. But, you know, I'll figure something else. It's just, it sits in my closet, but I'm not going to ever utilize it. So I just wanted to let y'all know that. But I really hope this video was helpful and insightful. If you have any questions, please DM me on Instagram and I will get back to you and write you. As well as my email address is on my Instagram as well if you want to email me. I try to just help y'all to become woke, but you know, these companies, they know that we don't read. They know we're not going to punch in these ingredients and see what exactly it is, what exactly it does to our body with exposure and with time. So I want y'all to read everything because it's fundamental. Like, if you cannot understand the ingredients on the back of whatever you're buying, or it just looks like it's something that's masked as something else, Google it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And you'll be a-okay, and then you'll know where to go from that route. But the most organic, natural things are the things we have to make. And so that's why I buy from Bell Bar Organic, or I buy from Daffy Be Proud, because she literally, you will see her on the gram going to the market getting her fruits and things like that. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.